Hello, hello. All right, so today I wanted to hop in and go live. I wanted to talk today about modifying and adjusting a sequence for whatever you might be needing or feeling each day. It's one of the core values of my practice and of my teaching is really trying to help demonstrate as many different ways to adjust, adapt, modify a practice that you can take any class and make it work for you. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you how the sequence was originally cued in a class that I recently took. And then I'll show you how we could adjust it without any props, with some props, and from a chair to really show you, again, it'll be the same cues, the same sequence, the same flow, but it will look a lot different based on how you might want to adjust it. And of course, these are just even a few of the options. You also can mix and match and go from here. Okay, so let's get started. So the original flow was something like this. So we start in mountain. On that inhale, we reach up tall. Exhale, hinge, fold. We're going to step our left foot back and come to a crescent lunge. Ball of that back foot, reaching up, shoulders soft. Then bringing those hands forward towards that runner's lunge. Maybe slide that left foot down. We're going to leave the left hand and open up into a twist. As we lower that right hand, we'll drop the left leg for a low lunge. And then walk those hips back, pull the right toes up, and we'll hinge forward toward that right leg. Walking back forward, we're going to tuck those left toes, plant the hands, slide that right foot back to plank, lay the heels to the right, and open up for side plank. And then we'll lower those hands, down dog. And we'll travel to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Okay, so that's the sequence, that's the flow. So first I want to walk through if you have a mat, but you don't have any other props, and you go to a class and maybe they're cueing some of this and you're not feeling like that is in your practice, how you could adjust. Okay, so it's going to be the same cues, same sequence, but you'll notice a few differences in what I'm going to do. So we'll start in our mountain. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, fold. We're going to step our left foot back, crescent lunge. And then we're going to lower those hands, coming towards that runner's lunge and adding a twist. Leave that left hand and open up the right. And then back to center, dropping that left leg for that low lunge. We're going to sink those hips back, pull the right toes up, folding forward. And then as we flow back, we're going to tuck those left toes under and find our way to a side plank. And then we'll lower to a plank and send it back to a down dog. And on that inhale, we'll travel to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Okay, so you'll notice a couple of differences there. One, you can always make that crescent lunge a little shorter. When I took the twist, I didn't take my hand all the way down to the mat. I can lower it straight down. You'll notice maybe I brought it over to that right leg just for some more stability as I twisted. That right arm could reach up. It also can come to the hip, right? Same twist. I remained standing. I took that leg stretch. And then instead of a side plank, I did a side angle, right? Same idea, getting that stretch in that top side body. And I can engage my core here. I should be anyway for that nice core work. Different, but I'm still doing similar things. I did go ahead and press back to a down dog, but you wouldn't have to do that. You could step to the top and stay standing. If you have some props and you're like, I can get down onto the mat, but maybe I just don't get all the way, show you a few options using a block and a blanket. On that inhale, we'll reach tall. Exhale, we'll fold. We're going to step our left foot back, finding our way to a crescent lunge. Find that balance. Bringing those hands down. We're going to come to a runner's lunge and add a twist. Leave that left hand, open up the right. We'll bring that right hand down. We're going to lower this left leg all the way to the mat. Walk those hips back, pull those right toes up, and we'll fold forward. Walking back to that low lunge, we're going to tuck those toes, find our way to a plank, and open up to our side plank. And we'll bring those hands back around to our plank, down dog. And we'll travel to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhaling for halfway lift. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, we'll sweep it up tall. Nice. Okay, so you saw basically a block is a really great way to move that floor higher to you. Remember too, your block has different heights, so you can bring that floor as high as you need. I used it to even get into my crescent lunge to make that twist work. You'll also notice I used the blanket to protect that back knee when I lowered down. Not everybody likes to have that knee all the way down onto the mat. Also came to a modified side plank. Again, I have that core engagement. I have that reach. That's the point of the pose. And you're going to do better. You're going to get more out of your pose if you are in a good alignment for you. And you can still feel the stretch, you can still breathe, right? Rather than trying to force yourself into a pose that isn't right for you, because that's often how you could end up doing more harm than good. Okay, so one more. Let's use a chair. Okay, so if you're doing chair yoga, maybe you still want to do some standing, so I'm going to demonstrate that. Finding that mountain, I have my hands on that chair here. Inhale, we'll reach tall. Exhale, hinge, fold, step that left foot back. We'll come to a crescent lunge. And we're going to lower those hands, coming to a runner's lunge. Maybe adding that twist, opening up that right arm. Back to center. We'll drop that left leg. Coming into our split prep, we'll pull those right toes back. Flowing back forward, making our way to a side plank. And then we can lower those hands, find a plank and step it back, down dog. Traveling to the top, exhale, fold, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold, inhale, sweeping tall. Right, very similar to that standing, but just using a chair for a little extra balance. You can also do things more seated if you like, turning to that one side, stepping back for the lunge. Let me grab my block back as well. Right, so I can turn to one side. I can step that left foot back, crescent lunge. And I can come to my runner's lunge, bring my hand to that block or to the top of that right leg and turn and twist, maybe using the back of my chair. And then I can come back, drop that left knee, extend the right, hinge forward. And rising up, finding our way to side plank. I'll send that left leg back. Open up for that side stretch. And we'll release, finding our way to down dog or a child's pose. And rolling back tall. Same sequence, lots of variations so that you can benefit from the practice, but honor your body, honor your practice, and feel good in your practice. That is always what we want in any yoga practice, is for it to be nourishing, not punishing, that we find a way for that pose to work for us, that we do not try to force ourselves into a certain look or shape or expression of a pose. So there you go, right? Lots of options. Same class if it was a video of mine in the TG membership, if you're a member of that club, if it's a class that you're taking in the studio. Again, learning these options so that you can make your practice what you want, and you can take any class and know that you can make it work for you. All right, hopefully that was fun. Let me know if you ever have any questions or if there's certain poses that you want to learn more about or know how to adjust or adapt for you. I'm always excited to hear from you and find a way to help you on your yoga journey. So, all right, thanks everybody. I'll see you again soon.